Hey everyone, Emerald Mosaic here. I don't really even have an agenda for today. For some reason, I just feel like I just need to talk. I don't know. Somebody maybe needs to hear something that's going to come out of my mouth, maybe. We'll find out. Um, kind of sitting in the dark because I have uh, another light sensitive headache. I guess maybe a migraine, not quite bad enough to really call a migraine. Um, I just know that when the lights are on, it hurts. As soon as I turn the lights down, I feel better. So lights are down. So I have a nice little light down here that I got on Amazon, and I just love how the light comes out of the sides, and it's nice and soft and pretty and easy on my head. um, yeah, it's not been a lot going on. Um, I mean, I did that video about gratitude and self-compassion, and I don't know. I just feel like there's something I'm supposed to say, and I don't know what it is yet. So I'm gonna just talk and see what comes out. Um, Today was kind of a busy day. Um, this morning I have my support staff take me to a little free library, and it used to be a big one, and they replaced it with a very small one, and so I found 4 books there, and I'm a voracious reader, and so I was like, well, there's another little free library I kind of want to check out. So it's kind of cool. This one, somebody took a tree stump that was still in the ground, and they carved it to be a little free library. I mean, just like, how cool is that? It's even stained and weatherized. It's beautiful. Um, and so I picked up a bunch more books this morning, and then I went over to the food bank, and as usual, I took 2 items out of all of the bags that they gave me, and the rest. My apartment building has a little community room, and we have a table where anybody can put food that they don't want. And had to dismiss an alarm. So I put a whole bunch of food on the table down there, and later I went and looked in there, and most of it was gone, so that's good. And then this afternoon was group therapy, which is 2 hours long, and we had organized a potluck. Um, the the counselor who used to run group, um, she ended up having other, I I guess this other job thing that she created specifically to help people who are newly diagnosed with psychosis, to help them through all of the crises that are involved with psychosis, which is really incredible. But she was missing a lot of group, and so she just recently passed the torch to 2 other therapists who are running it together. And over the weekend was we found out was her 10-year anniversary at this job, at like it's a county mental health center. And so since she was bringing the chili for our potluck, we decided to throw a surprise little thing for her, and that was fun. And I am so stuffed. Oh my God. Like, I got home and I was like, here just a little bit ago, I finished washing dishes and I was about to eat supper, and I'm like, I'm too full. But yeah, so we're doing the self-compassion workbook. So we read a bit and then stopped, and yeah, so that was nice. It was a lot less intense than usual. Um, It was good. It was a nice day, not too busy. I've had some rather busy days lately, and I've been kind of tired. So I don't know. I This is so weird that I feel like I'm supposed to be talking about something, and I don't know what. So uh, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on a lot of a wide variety of subjects. We're talking, and they're all educational. We're talking history, uh, words, astronomy, uh, physics. Like, I can't do the math. Like, beyond algebra, no, I cannot do that math. My brain just won't comprehend it. I didn't even bother taking calculus in high school. Um, didn't need it for a nursing degree, so I was like, no, I'll pass. I need algebra, and that's it. Well, in college statistics. But I've been enjoying watching these videos because they explain things in terms that laymen can understand. And I know you're not getting the whole picture. I know they're oversimplifying a lot of it because they have to in order to make it comprehensible. But it's so much fun to learn about all of these different things. So, yeah. Uh, Somebody's going to get something out of this. I hope so, anyway. Behind me is this little thing, if I can get it. There we go. It's a paper quilt that I made. I found differently patterned paper at a craft resale shop, and I just cut things out and put it together, and it looks really pretty. Here's something. You know, there's people who look at creative artists like me and say, "Oh man, I'm not creative like that." Well, actually, yes, you are. You might not have the artistic talent that I have, but does not mean you're not creative. And by the way, when it comes to creativity and like artistic stuff, let me show you something I'm working on. This is a Zentangle. So this is one that I've started. The neat thing about Zentangles, you do not have to be an artist. You don't have to be able to draw. Let me find, here's one I did that I actually colored. You don't have to do anything particularly crazy special. I mean, if I zoom in on this, I made triangles, and then I was gonna do like smaller and smaller triangles. I made the big one. I was gonna go smaller and smaller into the center, and yeah, my lines were curved instead of straight, so I went with it, and then I ended up in the very center. It's a circle. So that was actually pretty cool that it progressed from a triangle to a circle. It's like, okay, that's cool. I'll work with that. And then I just kind of bisected each section. Like, I just drew a line from the top of one to the top of the next. And then, I just drew lines. And then in each section, I put a different pattern. Like, some of them are solid, some of them have these lines. Like, that's the whole point of a Zentangle, is to get into the Zen mode. It's doing a repetitive pattern to get out of your brain, get away from your thoughts. And so each section of a Zentangle looks different. Each one has a different pattern, but each one has a repetitive pattern. And it's that repetitive nature that just gets you out of your head. Just kind of calms everything down, brings the level down. So they say, like the official Zentangle, you draw a square about 2 inches by 2 inches, and maybe draw one or two lines to bisect it. So either like do like corner to corner, or do straight across and then maybe divide that one into two sections, like however. And then so that gives you 2 or 3 sections, and draw a different pattern in each one. That's a Zentangle. That's all it is. Like, if you can make a triangle, any kind of triangle, like if it looks like it has curved instead of straight lines, who cares? The whole point is to put a pattern in it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I'm not drawing perfect lines, and it looks beautiful. Nature is not perfect. And letting go of that perfection has really helped me a lot as an artist. I used to do mandalas, which are a bit more demanding as far as like perfection goes. I've done pencil drawings. I'm trying to see if I have any. Yeah, like if I can turn the pages in my notebook with one hand. Yeah, I drew this from found a photo online, and I drew it, and with pencil. I covered it in plastic to preserve it. But while I can do that, I have a lot more fun with the Zentangles. And that's honestly when I do my fluid art, the pour paintings. That's one of the things I love about it. It doesn't require as much like eye-hand coordination with a brush. I mean, I am painting the figurines that my nephew made with his 3D printer. And yeah, that requires some very careful, fine motor to get, to avoid making a messy line. But it's nice to do things that don't demand that. It's nice to do things that there's no way to mess it up. I mean, some poor painting is prettier than others, yeah. But even the ones that I didn't like, I mean, there was one that I didn't like it at all, really. One of my friends was in love with it. I gave it to her for Christmas, and she was like gaga over it. So, just because you don't like your art does not mean that it's bad art. There's no such thing as bad art. There's beautiful, and then there's like absolutely amazing, gorgeous, right? But it's all good, and the whole point of art is simply to express yourself. It's not about being perfect, because perfect is impossible. So I guess maybe somebody needed to hear that. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe that's it. So yeah, I hope that resonated with somebody, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much is left of it. Let me know your thoughts, and if there's something that you'd like me to talk about, let me know. Until next time, y'all take care.